choose our socks for success in all endeavors. Fortunes rises from the heel, and good luck for life.
Good morning. Today is Saturday, April 19, 2025. Today in history, on this day 143 years ago, British biologist Charles Darwin passed away. His legacy includes extensive observations and collections of animals, plants, and geological formations. Darwin's seminal work, The Origin of Species, introduced the theory of biological evolution, challenging prevailing beliefs in creationism and species immutability. Engels recognized Darwin's theory as one of the three groundbreaking discoveries in 19th-century natural science. Welcome to today's Ching Chow Morning News. Let's start with political updates. South Korea presidential polls, Lee Jae-myung leads with 48.8%. According to Yonhap News Agency, a recent Realmeter poll showed former Democratic Party leader Lee Jae-myung leading with 48.8% support. Former Minister Kim Moon-soo ranked second with 10.9%, down 5.4 percentage points. Prime Minister Han Duck-soo, acting as president, ranked 8.6%. In party support, the Democratic Party's rate was 46.7%, up 1.9 percentage points, while the People's Power's rate was 33.1%, down 2.6 percentage points. The gap between the two parties has remained outside the margin of error for 3 weeks. Malaysian official convicted of corruption. According to news from Malaysia, a former civil servant in Sarawak involved in a money laundering and breach of trust case was convicted on 39 charges and sentenced to 12 years in prison, a Rm180 million fine, and 3 strokes of the cane. The defendant, Muhammad Zairu, a former financial officer at the Sarawak Welfare Bureau, was accused of money laundering between 2020 and 2022, involving over Rm6.01 million, and breach of trust between 2019 and 2021, involving over Rm10.27 million. The fine is the third highest in Malaysia in recent years. The highest fine was Rm970 million, imposed on former Prime Minister Najib's wife, Rasma, for corruption in 2022. Panama allows U.S. troops. According to AFP, Panama recently signed an agreement with the United States allowing U.S. troops to be deployed at key facilities along the Panama Canal. This is seen as a significant concession to U.S. President Trump, who aims to restore the United States' influence over the canal. The agreement allows the U.S. military to be stationed at Panama-controlled facilities for training, exercises, and other activities, with Panama's approval required for any deployment. The U.S. cannot establish a permanent military base. In exchange, the U.S. recognizes Panama's sovereignty, and Panama retains control of all Panama Canal facilities. Since January, Trump has been advocating for reclaiming control of the Panama Canal. Vietnam to host 2025 International Supply Chain Event. According to VNA, Vietnam's Ministry of Industry and Trade will continue its collaboration with the People's Committee of Ho Chi Minh City to host the International Commodity Supply Chain Matchmaking, Vietnam International Sourcing 2025 event in September, following 2 successful editions. The event is expected to attract over 300 purchasing groups from 60 countries and regions. During the exhibition, international buyers will visit 500 booths from over 400 Vietnamese companies, showcasing more than 12,000 products, including agricultural goods, beverages, processed foods, textiles, footwear, furniture, packaging, consumer goods, and personal electronics. UK bans personal imports of meat and dairy from EU. According to Xinhua, the UK government recently announced a ban on travellers bringing beef, lamb, pork, and dairy products from EU countries into the UK for personal use. This includes items like sandwiches, cheese, cured meats, raw meat, and milk products, whether packaged or purchased duty-free. Violating the ban will result in confiscation or destruction of the contraband. The ban, prompted by a foot-and-mouth disease outbreak in several EU countries, was previously limited to Germany, Hungary, Slovakia, and Austria. It now extends to all EU countries due to evolving epidemic risks. No foot-and-mouth disease has been reported in the UK. The disease, which affects even-toed ungulates like cattle, sheep, and pigs, can reduce animal yields and impact meat and dairy production. New York sightseeing helicopter crash kills all 6 on board. According to Reuters, a sightseeing helicopter carrying 5 passengers crashed into the Hudson River between New York and New Jersey, killing all 6 on board, including company executive Agustin Escobar, his wife, and 3 children. Videos on social media showed the helicopter's tail and propeller falling off in the air before the fuselage crashed into the water. This is the deadliest helicopter crash in the New York City area since 2018, and the Federal Aviation Administration will launch an investigation. Peruvian Nobel laureate Mario Vargas Llosa dies. According to Xinhua news agency, Mario Vargas Llosa, the famous Peruvian writer and 2010 Nobel Prize in Literature laureate, passed away in Lima at the age of 89. He authored numerous novels, scripts, essays, poems, and political writings, and also directed stage plays and films. His notable works include The City and the Dog, The Greenhouse, and Bar Talk. In 1990, Llosa ran for president of Peru and was a leading candidate. He advanced to the second round of voting with the highest first-round votes but lost to Fujimori Ken, who won the runoff with 57%. According to Xinhua Finance, the main contract of Shanghai gold recently rose by 1.45%, reaching a price of 763.64 yuan per gram. That's all for today's Qing Chao Morning News. Thanks for watching. Join us at the same time tomorrow.